Thanks for downloading another segment from the Best of the Classic Metal Show. The Classic Metal Show is heard live on Saturdays from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern, exclusively at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. And now here's another piece of Classic Metal Show history on the Best of the Classic Metal Show.
The Classic Metal Show.
It's Keel right here on the Classic Metal Show from their Right to Rock release, and that's So Many Girls, So Little Time, Chris. You know what that's all about, right?
Probably not as much as our next guest.
Yeah, I know. With a name like Marc Ferrari, I bet she gets all the chicks. So on the line with us, we've got Keel Guitarist Marc Ferrari. Welcome to the Classic Metal Show there, Marc.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it. Glad to be here.
Actually, prior to this interview, and this is no lie, I was asked if, because of your name, did you get a lot of chicks?
Oh, I got a lot of service calls. People used to call me saying, "Hey, don't you have a car shop there on Main Street?" Well, back in the day, first of all, I was dating Brian's sister for my whole time in Keel, so he was a good watchdog, and I was pretty much a good boy back then.
So you were a monogamous guy at the height of the 80s?
Well, look, I'm not saying I was a choir boy, but I was, like I said, I had Brian kind of as my brother-in-law, so to speak, and turns out, fast forward 20, 25 years later, we're as close as brothers now. So.
Sure. So when the band broke up, did you dump Brian and his sister?
No, actually, if I remember, we're going. You're jogging my memory a little bit here, but her name was Linda. We stayed together for a while. We did grow apart, but we're all good now. As a matter of fact, Linda came out to our reunion show 2 weeks ago. It's good to see her again, and everything's good, man. Everything's good in Keel land.
Good. So you didn't get a a congratulatory bang for getting the band back together or anything like that?
No, it did. I'm a married guy these days, so just my wife did that for me. So.
Okay.
That was the only
Very nice.
I got.
Well, Marc, obviously, man, the big news surrounding you and Keel is this big reunion. Not only is there a reunion, but a new record on the way, and lots of things going on. So I guess maybe the best place to start is just to ask, how did this all come back together?
Well, we've been in touch with each other since since we all split. I left in 1988, believe it or not. I think Brian stayed around another 6 months, maybe a year. There was the Larger Than Live album. I can't recall if Brian played on it or not, but we were all friends the whole time. There was no blood or lawsuits or anybody slagging each other. It just, I had too much respect for everybody in the band after all we went through to have it go down any other way. And so we've always been friends. I think, as you guys know, we got together 10 years ago to finish the unrecorded stuff that was on Keel 6 Back in Action. That was 1998. So 10 and a half years ago, we all convened in the studio. So we